Welcome back to some more quick tip analysis. So, Erling Haaland, he's officially a Manchester City player. I know it's been in the pipeline for a while. Manchester City are getting a striker that scored 22 goals last season from 21 starts, which is a very impressive record. And in terms of the XG, 0.77 goals per 90 was expected. This is actually second in the Bundesliga when you look at the relative minutes. These stats impressed me the most. This is from FBref, a data source which I rate as one of the best, and this compares his statistics to all European strikers in the top leagues, and he's 98th percentile non-penalty goals and non-penalty expected goals, which is very, very impressive. 92 on shots total as well, and also 96 in terms of assists and expected assists. So it's very clear that Manchester City are getting a phenomenal striker, but in my eyes he's going to improve whilst at City as well. Borussia Dortmund actually put in the fourth least number of crosses last season in the Bundesliga, was Manchester City putting the most in the top 5 Euro leagues. Manchester City were expected to score 90.8 goals last season and scored 99, which is very impressive and obviously shows a lot of chances created. And this is seen comparing his side last season and Manchester City. Manchester City had, on average, had 16.27 shots per 90 compared to Dortmund's 11.72. They had 640 from open play compared to 395, and they had 666 chances in total compared to 427 from Borussia Dortmund. And you can just see he's going to get so many more chances at City to score goals. He will also be on penalties, and Manchester City had 9 penalties last season, the most in the Premier League. For me, this is the perfect storm between Manchester City signing a superstar striker and also being a side, probably the best side in Europe that creates chances. And there's just no way for me that Haaland won't be a success at City. It just seems like a foregone conclusion. And the odds are quite interesting. You see a lot of high prices so far and a lot of very tempting value, and I can see why a lot of people are backing him to be the Golden Boot Prem. For me, Haaland to score 30 or more goals in the English Premier League this season is a bit of a stretch, and I'll go into that why. Firstly, his injury record. He missed 17 games last season for Borussia Dortmund. He's adapting to a new league which is of a higher quality, and also superstar strikers, they perform well, but they often don't have their best season straight away. Sergio Aguero scored 23 goals in his first season in the Premier League. Ronaldo scored 18 goals back at Manchester United last season. Diego Costa scored 20 goals in his opening season for Chelsea, whilst Mohamed Salah was an exception to the rule with 32 goals in his opening season. Also, Pep Roulette is definitely a thing, and I can see Manchester City once again rotating before and after Champions League games, and it's unlikely that Haaland is going to play every minute of every Premier League game season. Also, 3 weeks between the Nations League and pre-season starting again is very limited, and to be honest, in terms of the Golden Boot, I see a very low tally this year for the winner, and it wouldn't surprise me if the tally was actually under 25 goals. But for that reason, with no World Cup for Norway, Haaland at 5.5 to win the Golden Boot is pretty good in the Prem, I think. Harry Kane is going to the World Cup, and that is quite a few extra games. Mohamed Salah isn't, and I expect him to be his main competitor for the Golden Boot. And to be honest, at 5.5, those odds are actually really hard to ignore. So for me, the 5.5 line for Haaland to win the Golden Boot, it looks decent value, and it's definitely something I can see happening. His record from last season, combined with his statistics and Manchester City's chance creation, it just seems like the perfect storm for him to be a really phenomenal success at City. And I can definitely see him having an impact in the race for the Golden Boot, and I can definitely see him winning it as well. Personally, and I'd recommend it as well, is staying away from the over goal lines, like him to score over 30 goals and him to score over 25 goals. And I'll tell you why. I think this season, only 3 weeks between the Nations League and pre-season, the hectic game schedule of the Qatar World Cup, I think it's going to cause a lot of problems with injuries for all players, and it's going to see a lot of rotation in squads. And due to this hectic game schedule and potential injuries, I could see the Golden Boot tally being like a really low tally this season, and I just don't see the justification to back a player to score over 25 goals, especially this season. Maybe next season, like, it would definitely make sense in like a regular Premier League season, but this season with the Qatar World Cup, I just think it's too risky to back. But if you think otherwise, drop us a line in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts. But for now, please like and subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate when you do that. Please give us a follow on Instagram and Twitter at QuickTipTrading, as we've been posting up quite a lot of bets on there, and I don't want you to miss out on those. And until next time, cheers and good luck.